All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, and today we are checking in on Russell Wilson and his Sunday Night Football Week 11 performance against the Minnesota Vikings in a huge win for this Denver Broncos team. But you football junkies like me, I want you guys to jump over to our Patreon account because there are more clips and longer breakdowns over there, and it's a really affordable way to support this channel. Team, I'm excited about this one because I think Russell Wilson played a really darn good football game. I think there are some bad things that have to get cleaned up, and we'll cover that, but I think there's a lot of good, and I think Courtland Sutton was an absolute superstar. So please FTA this thing, which means comment for the algorithm, like this video for others so other people can see it, and then hopefully I will earn your subscription on YouTube. But without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team, here we go. And we're opening up actually with one of the few bad clips from Russell Wilson, and simply we just can't take a sack. So let's talk through the concept here. What you're going to see is we have a mirrored concept and we have mirrored stick. Okay, so stick, we have a 4-step speed out from our outside receivers. When I say mirrored, that means, listen, we're in 2x2, 2 receivers on each side. Okay, and we're both running the same concept. And we've got our little stick concept inside, which means you can turn in or turn out, but you're really going to sit. You read this thing outside in, super simple progression, and honestly, Russ has it, right? Okay, you can go ahead and speed read one, meaning you probably don't want to take this wide side throw right here with this corner where his eyes are kind of through the receiver to you. You really just want to take this inside guy. You really just want to take the stick route, and Russ has it. Russ has it. We end up, for some reason, bailing on the pocket. And then we just take a sack. We can't do that. We can't have that one on that play. Stick is a super simple concept. Easy read. One of those that Russ obviously wishes he had back. He doesn't, but something that I have no doubt that Russell will get corrected. All right, next one we've got a little big-time Harvey throw here from Russell. Really, we have double Harveys from both of our receivers. Okay, let's take a peek at it now. I'm trying to let those clips start to roll through for you guys so you guys can see it, and then we'll talk about it. Both these guys are on Harvey routes, which means 15 yards coming right back down your stem, okay? A curl route would be where we come towards the quarterback. A comeback would be where we come towards the sideline. This Harvey route is when we come right back down our stem, okay? That's kind of the three different things we've got. We've got a little play action too. Okay, look, our back and our quarterback are on the same fake. Little play action. Remember, our line's in pass pro, but our back and our quarterback are faking. That's what makes it play action versus run action, okay? Vikings are just in like a little, probably cover one, right? Where you got both these corners man-to-man. You got this safety playing deep center field. Judy does a great job stepping on the toes of the corner, coming back down. Russ does a great job playing on time. Easy pitch and catch. Really great shot play design. Love the design here. Also love Russell knowing exactly where he wants to go with the football and delivering a freaking missile out there. This one, another good. We got just a little takeoff route to Courtland Sutton. God, look at that catch. Great catch by Courtland. I thought Courtland just had a heck of a day. Heck of a day. Okay, let's break this concept down. It looks to me like we're just getting double verts. It looks like we're getting highway here. Okay, highway, we got double verticals. I want you guys to watch. Jerry Jeudy's going to get bumped off his route right here. Look at this. Boom, hard reroute, which forces Jerry to where he pulls up, right? Doesn't matter. Russ reads this thing inside out. Knows that this safety's staying way too far inside on this hash, right? Safety staying way too far inside on the hash. Russ gets outside, gives his guy a chance to go make a play, and that's exactly what 14 does. I thought Courtland Sutton had the best game I've seen him have since I started watching Broncos tape, which was when Drew Lock was under center. So, feels like a long time. Probably isn't that long of a time, but feels like a really long time to get to where we're at now, which is 500 in December, or I guess in November. Okay, guys, we got another good here. We got a little bender dime. Again, I'll let it roll, and then we'll break it down, but love this, man. We got 4 verts, double bender, though, okay? So we've got these two guys, our outside guys, they're on our go routes. Our slot receivers, they're on like that little, you see how I drew it just with ever so slightly of a bend, okay? And again, we don't love this if we let this get deep, but if we throw it right past linebacker depth, we really like it. And that's exactly what Russ does. Look at how, watch how both these guys turn their heads, and both these guys have a little bit of bend to them. Judy does a good job understanding, hey, he's not going to get the football. But you see how these guys both kind of bend that backer. Russ with a great ball. You really want to throw this thing, boom, right off the linebacker's back, right? Right off the linebacker's shoulder. Right off that linebacker. Linebacker carries a little bit further outside. We bend right past him. Just fit it in there for a great big-time gain. Great football. This one we can watch. You guys just enjoy this, man. This is a great little retreat dime here from Russell. And what I mean when I say retreat is that you're working backwards to buy yourself some time against unblocked defenders, okay? Russ works backwards against some unblocked defenders, does a really good job generating space for himself. We've got a simple concept. We were taking the roof off with Mims. I want to say it's Mims. And then we're just doing a little sit route, deep sit route, 10-yard sit right behind it. Russ buys time, right? Hey, we got a free runner. I'm going to buy time. I'm going to retreat to create space. Retreat to create space. Buy time for the concept to develop. And then just look at this. I mean, there aren't a ton of quarterbacks who are standing in there like that, if I'm being honest. That's playing quarterback with toughness. That's playing quarterback with precision, knowing exactly what you're doing. That's enjoyable stuff. You can poo-poo on Russ all you want, okay? But I don't know, man. I think that's pretty darn good football, if you ask me. This one's a bad. It's just a Y. Okay, and I'm going to have to walk you guys through every aspect of it. So we run around, we throw it away. But I got to walk you through this, why it's so frustrating as a coach. So listen. Okay, right here, look. Here we go. Said, hut. Okay, we got a little kill package. Or we got to check with me, whatever you want to call it. Okay, Russ sees single high safety, right? With what looks to be some sort of man coverage underneath, right? So you're going to see Russ. He's going to get to his check. He's here. Hey, easy. Check. What we end up checking to is a version of 4-verse where we have the goes with the double benders, right? You know what we love that against? Against single high coverage, okay? Where we have this. We have these go routes with these double benders, okay? We love it against single high coverage. But the Vikings get to 2-shell. Remember, guys, it's 3rd and 3. We don't really love the 4-verts against 2-shell. Now, he could still have tried to fit it in to Judy here, okay? But he starts with his eyes to the boundary. By the time he gets to it and starts scrambling, we're already in trouble. It's a bad check. I think we got fooled into checking into our single high beater, and then we have to scramble around and throw it away, which just results in a less than ideal play on 3rd and 4. So I've got this marked as Y. Kind of a frustrating one, but Russ can have another bad. Okay? So now we're jumping into the game-winning drive. And I did that because we do the extra clips at the end for Patreon. And obviously, I wanted everyone to be able to see that game-winning drive before we did the extra clips on Patreon. So you guys know I want to make sure we're highlighting all the best clips to really talk through this game. And this was just too big of a moment to put behind a paywall. Probably would have been a better business decision to put it behind a paywall, but you guys know me, and I'm going to give it to you for free. So here we go. I love this, man. We're going to let this thing roll. I love the pump here. I honestly think this is a darn good football. and we got to make a play. So again, we're seeing another version of 4 verts, right? I'm only going to talk about these 2 guys down here, but we're seeing another version of 4 verts. Okay, we got our 4 verts. Russ pumps the inside vert and then gets outside. Watch what the little pump gets this corner to commit inside, right? You get this corner to drive inside, which creates a ton of space outside for our receiver. So look, this hard pump, boom, gets that guy to drive inside. Russ, I think, does a really good job of throwing him to the soft spot. I'm going to be honest. I think that's a heck of a football. I don't know. I'd have to really. I just don't think we're judging it well in the air right now. We're backpedaling. I think we need to be just floating towards the side. You guys know I'm a quarterback guy, obviously. So that's probably on the quarterback, and I'm blaming the receiver or something, but I really think that's a darn good job by Russ. I really do. 4th down scramble here. This, obviously, play of the game. Play of the moment at the time, right? We get to play the game later. But you take a screenshot right here. You freeze this thing right here, okay? 4th and gotta have it. I mean, we're pretty covered up. You could say Jerry Jeudy, but I think he's running the wrong route because I don't think Jerry knows what he's doing on this play. Because look at him. Right now, his hands are up. He has no idea what the play is. He gets off the ball with no tempo, then tries to sit down. Russ scrambles around and just, we got to look at it. You guys from the tight, you're going to thoroughly enjoy this. I want you guys to look at this from the tight. Because watch, Russ gets in a scramble, right? Boom, I'm going to get in a scramble drill, and then, puts it in the spot only Courtland Sutton can get. And then, granted, he gets held or whatever, PI, I don't really know. And then what does Courtland Sutton do? Just one-handed catch. Like we talked about, man, best game I've seen him play as a Bronco since I started watching the tape. This, obviously, you guys know is the game winner. Russell checks into it as well. Little alert check. Climbs the pocket, and that is as good as it gets. You got Jerry Jeudy on the little spray release out route. You got Courtland Sutton on the corner. The out route gets this corner to widen. Courtland Sutton gets on that safety's toes and crosses him over. Russell navigates the pocket. Throws a ball that's a high point, right? Hey, it's eligible for high point, meaning we're going to give our guy a shot to go high point this thing. Look at this. Climbs the pocket. Look at what he throws this thing from, team. That's a phone booth. He has literally a phone booth to throw this thing. He throws it from the phone booth and gives a perfect ball that then Courtland Sutton goes up and just high points that thing. Incredible stuff, okay? Now we're back. So that was the game winner, but now we're back to the previous drive, and I just got to talk through this, man. Jerry Jeudy, this is hilarious to me. Pump fakes it. We're 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. All right, team, I hope you enjoyed those 9 clips. What you just saw a glimpse of, well, a little peek of, was clip number 10 because, like I said earlier, we have more clips and a longer breakdown over on Patreon. We have free trials, so you can try it before you buy it, and it's a really affordable way to support this channel, and it means the world to me that you guys would even consider jumping over there and doing so. But my closing thoughts are simple, man. Broncos are sitting at 5-5. I think this all of a sudden got really exciting. I think it's the first time since I've started breaking down their tape that they're playing meaningful football in late November, early December, and I'm not sure how that couldn't be exciting to Broncos country. So for me, what I think is funny a little bit, though, is that we are starting to kind of harp on this Broncos offense as if, right, the Broncos defense wasn't a giant problem early in the season. Now, the Broncos defense is rolling. The offense is playing complementary football. They're winning football games. I still think we haven't seen a complete game from this Broncos team, right? Offense, defense, special teams. But they're 5-5. They look dangerous. They've got a schedule upcoming. It seems kind of winnable, but also a gauntlet, right? We got good ball clubs coming up that they're going to have to figure out. They're going to have to prepare for, and they're going to have to figure out ways to win. So I'm excited to watch them down the stretch. You guys comment, let me know what you think, and until next time, peace.